Hola clase, estoy en mi casa. I'm here in my house. The camera in our classroom does not seem to want to work as well to pick up my voice or the volume, so I decided to just bring my camera home and record these videos here to get them online as soon as possible. So today in class, we reviewed noun-adjective agreement, okay? So we've been working a lot in this chapter about identifying whether a verb, or excuse me, a noun, is masculine or feminine, and then also singular or plural. If you need a quick review for that, please come find me because it's short, simple, and really easy to do. But now we need to be able to put this even more so into practice, because one thing that Spanish adjectives do that they don't do in English is that our adjectives have to change based on who our subject are, whether or not the word is a masculine or feminine word, or whether or not it is a singular or plural subject, okay? So, the easiest way, you're going to hear me refer to our adjectives in a base form, and what the base form means is the singular masculine form, okay? So, for example, if we wanted to deal with an adjective that's base form ends with an O, such as alto, we need to change that O to an A in the feminine form, and then because these both end with vowels, we need to add an S at the end to make it plural. So, por ejemplo, el chico alto. This is the singular masculine form. As you can see here, the O matches the O in chico. Also, it's an easy way to figure it out if you're doing it right. La chica alta. It is the singular feminine form. The ending also matches chica. Los chicos altos, the plural masculine form. And las chicas altas. Again, as you can see, these ones are pretty easy to make sure that they are together. Another thing you may have noticed is when using adjectives to describe people, adjectives come after the subject they're describing. So instead of us saying the tall boy, in Spanish they literally say the boy tall. Okay? Sounds funny, but it's exactly how it's done correctly in Spanish. Okay? A couple things we need to keep in mind though. Not all of our adjectives end with an O in their base form. Some of them end with either an E or an N. I used black here because for these words, you don't have to worry about if it's a masculine or feminine subject that we are using to describe. So I have here el chico inteligente, the smart boy. It doesn't matter if this was el chico or la chica, it would be inteligente. Now, the only thing that's going to be different is that if I made this plural, so el chico became los chicos, then inteligente, because it ends with a vowel, is going to get that S at the end to keep it plural, okay? Again, don't need to change anything else except just to make it plural, you add the S, okay? Now, down here, same thing with the word like joven, but this time it doesn't end with a vowel. So if we remember, any plural word or word that needs to become plural that ends with a consonant, we need to add an es. So first we have la chica joven. Again, if this was el chico joven, it'd be the same. But if we want to make it plural, to say the young girls, las chicas, we need to add an es at the end of this. Okay? So it'd be las chicas jóvenes. All right? One weird exception to the rule is the word trabajador, okay, which means hardworking. Trabajador in the base form looks exactly like this. In the plural form, same rule, ends with a consonant, so you make it an es to make it plural and masculine. The feminine form is where it starts getting weird. And very randomly, this A up here, so trabajador, when describing a girl, is trabajadora. Again, it'd be like la chica trabajadora. But when we have multiple girls, las chicas trabajadoras. Ends the vowel, all you need to do is add an S, okay? So, when writing these in a sentence, those are some of the key things that we need to make sure that we are staying consistent on. If the subject is a masculine singular word, the whole sentence needs to be singular, and any word that relates to our subject needs to be masculine as well. Same with anything that is feminine. If the subject is feminine, make sure the whole sentence and anything that involves it directly to our subject is feminine and plural, of course. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at cbishop@careeracademysb.com, and I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I will see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Adios.